Welcome, and here we go again. Now today, it's time for another Doctor Who random review. And today I will be talking about the David Tennant story, The Doctor's Daughter. So something just fell over there. I didn't bother to edit it out, it's still in the video. So, yes. But Doctor's Daughter is the story I will be reviewing today. It's David Tennant's story. It's the sixth story of Series 4. It's one of the stories we talked about much. It's written by Stephen Greenhorn, who did the Lazarus Experiment. Sorry. It had David Tennant as the Doctor, Catherine Tate as Donna, and it featured the return of Freema Agyeman as Martha after she appeared in the Sontaran Stratagem and the Poison Sky. What do I think about it? Well, I'm not a huge fan. It's my least favourite of Series 4. You may know, you may not. I really like Series 4, as most people do, to be honest. It's a great series. Tennant and Tate are great together. The consistency of storytelling is great. They mostly range from enjoyable to fantastic. I mean, there's stories like Midnight and Silence in the Library and Turn Left and Stolen Earth, which are very impressive. And stuff like Partners in Crime and Fires of Pompeii and Planet of the Ood are very enjoyable. And then there's a few which sit in the mediocre category for me. This is one of them. Nothing in this series is bad, per se. And I wouldn't say this is a bad episode. It's just painfully average, to be honest. And it's not one of my favourites. It feels very annoying. The pacing is absolutely abhorrent. Like, we go into it so quickly. Everything happens at such a fast speed. It's so rushed. Everything happens bush, bush, bush. And then suddenly you hit a slow point where nothing happens for about half an hour. And it's terrible how that happened. The pacing is terrible. It's not all bad. Tennant's good. I enjoyed his performance. It's good to see Martha back, but I think it's quite a shame that Martha is very sidelined here. They brought her back, and then she's just sort of not really in it. So I don't really see the point of why they brought her into this story. I see the point of why they brought her into Sontaran Stratagem, but she takes such a back seat here that it's sort of pretty useless that she's in it. She just doesn't really do anything, and she doesn't add anything to the story. So it was a bit useless of her to be in it. I don't remember Donna doing anything. To be honest, I don't remember this episode very much, but I'm sure Donna was entertaining enough. We had cool designs for the Hath. They're quite cool looking creatures. A bit stupid, but they're quite cool. And the guest cast are decent. I mean, Tennant and Georgia Tennant, who is his wife. I don't know whether she was when this was made, but she is now. Who plays his daughter here, his clone's daughter. She's good in it, and their chemistry is very good. I think she's had her own Big Finish series since, her own audio series, which is weird. Because apparently it's meant to be terrible, and I don't really see why they sort of brought her into it, but you know. So yeah, I'm not a fan of it. There's not a great deal to say about this one. As I say, it's just painfully middle of the line. Nothing really happens. Nothing really interesting happens. You know, you sort of think from the title, and there's been many of these. There's been The Next Doctor. There's been The Doctor's Wife, which have titles that are very disappointing. But but in this case, you sort of have the anticipation towards The Doctor's Daughter, and then it turns out to be a clone, and we've already tackled the subject of cloning in the previous story. It's just really annoying that we have to sort of cope with something that's quite disappointing and something quite throwaway as a story. And really, you could have created something very interesting where the Doctor's daughter arrived, we got to learn a bit more about the Doctor's family, a bit more about the Doctor's past, and that would have been a very interesting story. However, we have this clone which is born to fight in war, which is basically exactly the same plot as Sontaran Stratagem Poison Sky, just on a smaller scale, and it's just very disappointing. The fact as well that Jenny never gets brought back in the show makes this even more fillery, because if Jenny was brought in again, if she returned, which the ending sets up for that, then sure, this wouldn't be a filler episode per se, because it would have some relevance to the rest of the show. But this is one of the few times where the RTD era does something that doesn't have any relevance to the main arc, or any development of characters, or any sort of hints towards what's to come. It's just a very standalone adventure, a very forgettable adventure, very throwaway, and not one I'm in a great rush to watch again. If you laid Series 4 out in front of me, as it's my least favourite, it would be the one I'd watch last, but, you know, I'd probably skip it if I were skipping episodes on a rewatch of this series. But it's okay. It's got its moments. It's enjoyable enough. It's just very dispensable, very throwaway. Pacing's a bit poor, but it's all right. It's not terrible. It's not irredeemable. It's not terrible. So yeah, that's my thoughts of Doctor's Daughter. What do you think of Doctor's Daughter? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. I really hope they don't do it on the watch-alongs, because I can't be bothered, but, you know, they might do. So, I will now see what episode we'll be reviewing next time. I've got my magical box of mystery here, and I'm going to pick out one at random. There are a number of episodes in here. I'm going to pick one out, and we're going to watch it. So, that's what's going to happen. Not watch it, review it. Oh, loads fell out. I've got loads which fell out here. I don't know which one to pick. Oh, that didn't help. I'll just pick out this one as it's big. Let's see what it says. Ah, Ghost Light. Anyway, seem to be getting the not so interesting ones lately. But I don't know, I could probably create some interesting thoughts about Ghostlight. And yeah, McCoy is on Friday. We're doing Ghostlight review on Friday. Tomorrow I'll be doing something outside of the Whoniverse. On Wednesday I will be doing something inside of the Whoniverse, but not from Doctor Who. And on Thursday I will be talking about Series 13 for the first time. Because why not? So, and then random reviews on Friday. So you'll find out what all of those contents are tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow if you want something a little bit different. You may not like it. It may be something you're not interested in. But, you know, I thought as this particular thing is nearing its end, I thought I would cover it. So, see you all tomorrow.